We partook in focus groups with youth who were on the streets or had been on the streets. They were asked, what would your top 5 needs be being a youth on the streets right now in Abbotsford? Their first need was, how are we supposed to look for a job or go to school or even try to find a place to live if we're all dirty? We need access to showers when we don't have any money. We can't afford the laundromat. We need somewhere where we can do laundry. Third on their list was food. We need a place that we can get something to eat. Fourth on their list was they wanted a place that they can go talk to adults, but where adults were actually going to listen, not just tell them what they need to do, but actually listen to what they have to say and hear them and not judge them. And then fifth was shelter.
I went to my pastor and said, some of their needs are so easy for us to do. Why can't we do showers? Why can't we do laundry? Why can't we do something 7 days a week, some meals? And he, in his wisdom, said, our church shouldn't own this. It should be the community. And that's what we've done. We've reached out to the community, and there's a whole community of people that are generous in giving to Cyrus Centre.
We soon had a place and a name, Cyrus Centre, that opened to meet the first 4 of those needs.
So Cyrus Centre, the first year, we had a little one-room building, and we were not a shelter at the time. So we were 7 days a week from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 9 o'clock at night.
There were like 50 plus kids coming in every day. Part of my biggest memories are seeing the kids just feel at peace and feel, wow, this is like a family. Something that a lot of them had never had in their life. Even things like sleeping on a bed for the first time in their life when they're 12 years old. Just feeling that love, and they're like, well, why do you guys do what you do? And we're like, just because this is what Jesus has called us to do.
We didn't really have a clue what it was going to look like further down the road. We did know that every single youth mattered. And if we could only help a few, wow, fantastic. If we could help many, even better. And so when a building came up for us, that we could have a shelter, of course that was dream come true. Because prior to having a shelter, at 9 o'clock at night, we were giving kids hugs and saying goodbye and hoping they found a safe place to stay. And so the shelter was also a huge thing for us.
I can't even remember what it was like when Cyrus didn't exist. Obviously, we knew that there were kids that were vulnerable before 2004, but they were not as visible. And Cyrus was a place where you could meaningfully build trust with kids. And it's from the idea and agreement that the police would work collaboratively with Cyrus Centre that it has continued to transcend the relationship over 2 decades. It's probably one of our most important relationships in the community.
Everything that I've ever seen from Cyrus Centre has been with the spirit of love. You know, whether that's somebody that comes with a certain faith or orientation or belief system, nobody's turned away. The door is always open. This is what is needed for the individual or the community, and they've always been willing to do that, to be able to be anything to anybody that needs that as they walk through their doors.
We have a whole bunch of superheroes who don't wear capes at Cyrus Centre who are saving lives every day. Some of the lives they're saving are right in the immediate. And then there's those that are saving youth for eternity. I have a whole bunch of superheroes that I get to call colleagues.
I couldn't be prouder of the work that this community has done investing in Cyrus Centre. I can't emphasize enough the value that has been brought to our community by the advent of Cyrus and all its iterations.
They want to see people becoming whole. There is opportunity for restoration. Without them, there would be an enormous gap and a lot more brokenness in our community.
Isaiah 45:13 says, I will raise up Cyrus to fulfill my righteous purposes. It's a righteous work that Cyrus Centre is doing. We're involved in righteous ministry in helping these people. It goes on to say, setting my captive people free. We have so many captives right here in our own community. They're captive to homelessness, abuse, exploitation, addiction. We need to do this for the youth. And even today, 20 years later, when we're making decisions, it's always about the youth first.